Coucou toi! Vous êtes trop mignon! Vous êtes trop mignon! Attention! Montre-moi! Ça va mon ange? Ça va? Ça va? Ok, ça va. 2 minutes. My passion for horses started when I was really young because my father is an equestrian. So I started riding when I was like maybe 2 years old, and I was always at the equestrian center, and I never stopped riding since then. Ok. Ok, parfait. Et celui-ci alors? Et le dos, tout ça, c'est bien?
Ça c'est bien, ouais.
I started with the ponies. My father had the equestrian center, so plenty of really small ponies. So I started like that, and little by little, you know, I rode bigger ponies, and then I started horses when I was like 12. I've been training and riding with my father since I was little. And when I turned 16, I was like at school in Paris. I was half of the time at school, half of the time going to train the horses and train with my father every weekend at the show, and started to be a little bit messy because I was always with horses and I was on the train. And so when I was 16, my father told me, okay, you need to decide what you want to do and do it right. So when I turned 17, I started to really become a professional. So I always wanted to do that. I loved horses, and seeing like my family, my father riding, competing, I was like totally passionate about it. So first time I came here was to work for Eric Lamaze. And I really came here I didn't know anything about this world here, you know, so for 3 years I really learned how everything was working, like how the business was working. I got some connection, and then I started my business. And now I come back here because it's really the place where you can sell horses, you can also train, and you can also do the sport. Like it's the only place in the world from January to March where you can compete in like 5-star Grand Prix and in competition with a lot of prize money. There is nowhere else in the world where you can find that. Ok, je vais regarder Précieuse maintenant. Attends maman, fais-moi voir juste tes pieds. Eleonore, est-ce qu'on peut juste la sortir un coup, on la regarde en ligne droite? Typical day. We wake up early to start because it's really hot, and depend of the day. Like beginning of the week on Wednesday, all the classes start at 8, so we run a little bit like from one ring to the other, and I do a lot of training too, and basically that's it. Ça va la petite? Fais voir tes boots. On va regarder. Bah c'est bon, je vais regarder de devant là. Non, on va la regarder là, c'est bon, je vais pas la faire trotter. Ouais, je voudrais juste voir comment elle est, l'aplomb. Elle adore. Toi, t'adores qu'on s'occupe de toi. Hein? Like the top horse. So I have my little mare, myself, that's been competing with me for many, many years. So she's here, she's back, and she's jumping 50 classes. She's really good. And I also have a 10 years old that is gonna be a superstar. So my horses, when I come here, I try to bring horses that can be competitive here. because it's really, really expensive to bring horses here. So right now I have 2 Grand Prix horses and 1 horse that is more for the business, but it's like typical American style. It's a super nice amateur horse to jump the high amateur. So it's worth it to bring those horses here. So the most of the time, beginning of December, I fly the horses here and I start to show pre-season, which is like nice national Grand Prix, like meter 45, meter 50. So it's good to start the horses that didn't do much. Then I do the WEF for 3 months. And then I go back to Europe and we try to organize like nice show and nice tour, because I go back with my customer. When I come here, I fly my horses customer. And when I go back to Europe, I come with my customer too. So, and we stay until December. And sometimes if I have a horse that can do the indoors World Cup, I can stay a little bit longer in Europe, but then middle of December, I'm always here. How is he, Roger?
Fine.
He's quiet?
Yeah.
Okay, just start so we see.
Yeah,
You rode him this morning? Yeah. Okay, perfect. Okay, let's see. Okay, just think about the time allowed a little bit, because the horse is slow. And if he's good, we wait. And remember, as soon as you land, move up, slow down, make sure he's listening. And be really disciplined, always really straight. The sport is good, you know, the level is good, the horses are really, really good, and the riders are good too. But for sure there is a difference when you watch the start list in Europe in a 5-star Grand Prix. There is like maybe the 30 best riders are doing this Grand Prix, so it's a little bit different. But the level here, it's still really hard. You know, the course designer come from Europe, so the level is there. The jump off, they go inside for the vertical. You saw that, but I think you can just go around. Okay, the 6th stride here, you see? It's gonna be okay. He goes around, you're gonna go exactly like him. You see, and here, use your outside leg. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, off your eye for the last one. If you just have a nice round, nice jump off, it's good. You don't need to go crazy fast. Okay, the 8th stride, just normal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and 6. And the time it's 70, right? So if you just start nice, smooth, and make your turn, you're gonna be okay. To work here as a trainer, for me it's really interesting because the people are really disciplined. It's like when they decide to do something and they decide to ride with you, they really like, they buy horses with you and they follow the program. You know, I have like, for example, the customer that you saw this morning. He has all the horses with me. I take care of everything, the grooming, the training. I find the horses, and it's, for me, it's the way to do a really good job. So I really enjoy doing that. Good, huh? Really good. A little bit slow, looking for a distance at the beginning, 1 to 2, but then the rest was really good. The jump off even better.
I wasn't sure like how it was gonna be
in the ring,
so,
because sometimes he goes too much.
I didn't want to put a lot of leg. I was like, sometimes I wait until how it feels in the friction.
Yeah, but practice your gallop. When you get into the ring, gallop a little bit faster, slow down, turn, so you're gonna see how he reacts. You know what I mean? Try to really check if he's listening to you, you know, before you start, and then you can start, because 1 to 2 was a little bit like, whoa, he had to try hard, then he started to buck, but then the rest was really good.
Better with the body.
Yeah, no, that's much better. I mean, It's a good day today. You know, those days that everything is good. My best memory ever, it's when I won the 5-star Grand Prix here. So, you know, that is, for me, that was the best moment of my career.